it can be terrifying to have a motorcycle or car zip by you at speeds over 100 miles an hour. You see it all the time on Bay Area bridges, especially across the Courtney Campbell Causeway. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tammy Fields. Thank you for joining us. Protesters who spent months on Independence Square begging the West for help are again asking for assistance tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tammy Fields. We are glad you're here with us tonight. First, though, a 10 weather alert. The first time we are hearing from a 91-year-old victim of a horrific carjacking. We are learning more tonight about the plane crash that claimed the life of a father and severely injured two teenage girls. We're told one of the girls' injuries does not appear to be life-threatening. These kids don't go to school until 9:30 in the morning. They got pillows and stuff. they're like lightweights. Like, we gotta get some Z's a little bit later because you guys got us up so early. But we're so proud of this program. This is one of the reasons why we chose them as our 10 News School of the Week, powered by Duke Energy Florida. 10 News reporter Jonathan Petramala shows you a new strategy to put the brakes on racers. So those gates will be locked between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. They're installed at access points along the entire causeway. 5 more eastern states, Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island, hold contests on April 26th. It's time now for stories making headlines across the nation and the world. This is your 60-second scan. The 10 News crew was out at Tropicana Field today helping to get the word out about the Cereal for Summer campaign. We've teamed up with Feeding Tampa Bay to collect cereal for hungry kids. Now, this is what, of course, we've all been seeing for the past year or so. Not that big of a deal, right? These hoverboards, everyone are used to them. They were in high demand over the holidays. Looks like you just roll around, nothing too fancy. But we want you to check this out. A French company called Zapata Racing are doing test flights of this. It's an actual hoverboard. Look, way up in the sky. The big question out here tonight, what went wrong when he was trying to remove this huge oak tree? Just to give you an idea how big it is, I want you to look at the stump down here. I literally can walk around in a circle, and this is just a portion of that huge oak tree that came crashing down. Danny Tomas says at this point, he thinks he was just having a bad day. Having a bad day could have cost Danny Tomas his life. On top of that, children playing nearby could have also been hurt or even killed when that huge crane he was operating came toppling down. It destroyed a motorhome, 3 other vehicles, along with a homeowner's roof right across the street. What do you think went wrong on Sunday?
It was a mistake that I made. Right now I'm in the process of talking to some people in the industry to come up with a final conclusion. As far as that is concerned, I have some theories, but nothing in concrete.
Neighbors say Tomas has been helpful, even giving them cash out of his own pocket for rental cars. That's until his insurance company can hopefully make things right.
I have a pregnant mama here. My husband just got out of the hospital from lung cancer, and my son has to work, she has to work. I mean, and we have no vehicles.
Yes, I ended up going to the hospital for high blood pressure yesterday, and then I had to miss work.
I'm frustrated at the same point as some of the neighbors are. I'm a compassionate person with feelings, and I know what these people are going through, and I'm doing my best to help them out whatever I can.
We have just learned an insurance adjuster is going to be coming out here tomorrow to talk with all of the neighbors and see about their property damage. We have been digging deeper and getting some answers about this. We have learned that for homeowners to be able to protect themselves, they need to have property insurance. If you rent, you need to have renter's insurance. You also need to have insurance on your vehicles. The way you are supposed to do this is call your own insurance company first, and they will contact the party that damaged your property. We have much more on this story on our website at WTSP.com. For now, we're live in Largo. Tammy Fields, 10 News. New tonight, everyone. Rain not to blame, it seems, after 6 Polk County families are without a home tonight after a truck loses control and plows right into the living room of a woman's apartment. A medical examiner has now identified the man found inside that home as one of the homeowners. He's 48-year-old Eric Zakis, a small-town girl with a smile that didn't stop. That's what family and friends had to say about April Foster today as they gathered to celebrate her life. You know, it was 2 years ago today when the earth opened and Jeff Bush was swallowed by a giant sinkhole where he was living at his brother's home in Seffner. Well, this weekend, we're hearing new details of what happened inside that home from Jeff's family. And when she saw this new facility, this new gym coming to her neighborhood, she was really excited about it, especially when she saw that now open sign and found out they have a drop-in daycare. But she says the decision to come here is one she now regrets.
This is the kind of demanding workout Stephanie Curry and her husband were looking forward to at the newly opened LA Fitness Gym in Valrico. You're looking at images from inside the drop-off daycare. Plenty of fun things for kids to climb on and explore. But that fun turned to panic, Curry says, one day last September, as her 3-year-old son Zayden was hurt in an accident while being looked after in the daycare.
The girl from the daycare in that first 10 minutes had said, "Oh, all the kids do it. They all jump off the giant plastic frog." She said, I mean, he fell and he cut his head open on the metal window frame that goes from the ceiling to the floor.
Curry says the gash was deep.
And I just closed my eyes and I covered it back up, and I was shaking. I was so frantic at that moment.
Little Zayden was rushed to the hospital where he had to undergo stitches.
I immediately thought, why would you let little children do that? I mean, and why wouldn't it be padded? Like, why wouldn't this facility have finished this part of the area?
Hi, I'm Tammy from Channel 10.
We tried to get some answers to that question from the operations manager at LA Fitness, Elsie.
I need to talk to someone about a little boy whose head was split open here.
I would refer you to corporate.
Elsie asked us to turn off our camera, which we did, and we have now tried that corporate number for LA Fitness at least a dozen times over a matter of a week and sent as many emails with no response.
Back out here live tonight, Stephanie and her husband have hired an attorney to try to get their own answers out of LA Fitness. That's because they have thousands and thousands of dollars in medical bills. Now, if you find yourself in a situation to where you want to file a formal complaint about a business, any kind of business here in the state of Florida, we have posted details on how to go about that on our website, WTSP.com.